Welcome to another CTV Sports presentation. CTV Sports is brought to you by St. Clair Chevy Buick GMC. We care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star, guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV, Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, St. Clair High School welcomes you to tonight's varsity contest between the Huskies of Port Huron Northern High School and the Saints of St. Clair High School. Tonight's starting lineup, in a spirit of sportsmanship, read in alternating fashion, beginning with the Huskies. Senior, number 14, Sarah White. For the Saints, senior, number 1, Juliana Cataldo. For Port Huron Northern, senior, number 20, Madison Adair. For St. Clair, senior, number 3, Mia Jansen. For the Huskies, senior, number 23, Olivia Ramsey. For the Saints, senior, number 4, Alexa Rutledge. For Port Huron Northern, senior, number... For St. Clair, sophomore, number 10, Christina Bowe. For the Huskies, senior, number 33, Sydney Kappinger. For the Saints, senior, number 24, Savannah Green. Huskies are coached by Kevin Landshut, assisted by Doug Hendershot. The Saints are coached by Mike Goulart, assisted by Todd Green.
Well, welcome back, everyone. John Carter along with Brad Robbins. And Brad, very interesting matchup here. Saints coming off a great year last year, going up a team from the red in Port Huron Northern.
Yeah, I think it's time. Coach Goulart assessing scheduling, looks at maybe taking a little bit of a risk in that first game. You get to put the program to the point where you feel like you got some strong players and a good senior class, and you put them up against a team that's perennially good in the MAC Red and has been for a while. You go out here and you see where you're at the opening night to start a season.
Sophomore Christina Bohm will be jumping against number 14, that's Sarah White. Saints also start Alexa Rutledge, Mia Jansen, Savannah Green, and Juliana Cataldo, controlled by Port Huron Northern. Saints quickly go to a man-to-man, down deep, off the fingertips of 33. That's Coppinger, and it'll be Saint basketball.
Reverting back to kind of what we know of both programs, both going to be real aggressive. The Saints played great man-to-man defense pretty consistently last year. They were able to do so. Northern also typically a man team within their program as well.
Another pick off that time up ahead. Here's Coppinger all the way to the basket. Can't get it. Rebounded by White. Knocked away and picked up by Bohm, but I think she might have been out of bounds, and it'll be Northern basketball. Number 32, that's Riley Shagney, senior. We bringing it in. White breaks to the outside, down deep. Ramsey, quick turn, nothing there. Shagney, long jumper, no good. Rebound is controlled by Rutledge to Jansen. Jansen brings it up court, man-to-man also for Northern. It's Alexa Rutledge looking for Cataldo. Jansen in the corner. And Bohm out front. Quick ball movement for the Saints. Quickly swung. Cataldo thought about it. To Rutledge. Jansen. Cross court. Cataldo down deep. Bohm off her fingertips. Pull back and got it.
Nice athletic play. Good possession by the Saints. Took their time. No turnovers. Got a good look to open the scoring.
Nice move inside by Coppinger, can't finish, and rebounded by Savannah Green to Rutledge.
Early on, we can see at that end, a little bit of a matchup problem inside for the Saints. Be interesting to see how they address that next possession.
Cataldo all the way down deep to Rutledge, out to Green. A little bit of a fumble there. She picks it up, gets it to Bohm. Bohm goes in, puts it up, can't score, but good shot. And here comes Northern. There to right. She might have taken a quick hop step. And not surprising, first game of the year, a little bit of jitters, a little bit of uncertainty with both sides here.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers early, a couple of missteps, balls get deflected, balls are on the floor a little bit. You'll see the kids settle down. First game of the year, it's just common. Doesn't matter how good you are or what kind of championship you won last year. People are nervous when they step out the first time.
Rutledge again down to Bohm, can't quite control. And that'll be Northern basketball.
Bohm, who opened the scoring there for the Saints a couple of possessions back. A kid that's a sophomore now, was brought up as a freshman last year to be on the varsity team. Hampered by injuries a little bit, but you saw flashes of that potential. It's good to see her starting here tonight. Hopefully she becomes a contributor to replace the Alexis Churchill type player who was so good for St. Clair last year.
Coppinger scores for Northern underneath, ties it up at 2. This Mia Jansen, she's got some height on her. Bohm, Jansen thinks about it, but can't get anything going. Green quickly to Cataldo. Cataldo, Alexa Rutledge, drives, Bohm, jumper, can't get it, rebounded by Ramsey. And here comes Northern, picked up by Bohm. Ramsey baseline, outside, three-pointer, off the rim, no good, rebounded by Ramsey. And that's going to be a foul. I think might have been on, let's see,
I think it'll
Cataldo?
be Cataldo there. 2 times here in the early going, the Saints have given up an extra possession on an offensive rebound, seeing the size of the Huskies come into play on the offensive glass. And they've always been a team that's aggressive and crashing the boards, and they showed it there.
Partially blocked by Bohm, but foul called, and Sarah White will go to the foul line. And Northern is certainly pounding it inside. They've Green and Bohm match up pretty well, but they've got a couple other tall players and forcing either Cataldo or Mia Jansen to go down under the basket. White shots up and good. First lead for Northern.
Yeah, we've got a size disadvantage for sure. And I think the familiarity with the team in the area, you know, you got somebody chasing Mia Jansen who's on the scouting report as somebody who's going to shoot the ball. They put a little bit of length on her, and you can tell they're not helping off of her. Bohm, who's maybe a little bit lesser known to the opponent,
right,
has found herself a few open jumpers. So if you're Coach Landshut, first-year coach, you know what you know, and you say, all right, let's make the Bohm girl beat us then and not give Mia Jansen or Cataldo a look.
Nice passing that time. Rutledge to Cataldo, and she hits Savannah Green coming down the lane, and Saints tied up at 4. Shagney, Adair. Madison Adair knocks it down. First three-pointer for the evening, and Madison Adair makes a count. Northern up 7-4. Cataldo, pick and roll. Green again, can't get it. Delana Osco's in the game, tries to rebound. On the floor is, let's see, not surprisingly, Juliana Cataldo, and it'll be Saints basketball.
Yeah, she's kind of the straw that stirs it for the Saints. She's always on the floor first. I think Coach Boulard and I had some conversations about getting into the season. He said, well, I'm just trying to make sure that Juliana and Alexa don't kill themselves at practice or someone else. So sounds like the aggression's been there from the get-go, and they're setting the tone, and we see it there early from Juge.
Jansen, yeah, they're putting length on Mia. Ellie Shagney is in. Cataldo, open. Osco, three-pointer off the rim, no good. But you got to take that shot. It was open.
Wide open. You got to make them respect it and come out.
Ramsey to White. Shagney, hard to the basket, and scores. And that was not going to make Coach Boulard happy. That was a drive from the top of the key all the way through the Saints defense. Ellie Shagney, sophomore, and it's a chance to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Good aggressive take there by Shagney. It looked like a little bit of a miscommunication. I didn't catch initially what defense the Saints were in, but it looked like they were either crossed up or not matched up correctly. And when that happens, people are late to help and often foul, and that's what happened there.
Jansen over to Rutledge. Up quickly. Osco. Lexa Rutledge brings it back, resets the offense. Jansen. Osco. Jansen. Three-pointer. Yes! Quick release, Mia Jansen from Delana Osco. And the Saints get back within 2.
Good confidence stroke there by Mia with the taller number 14, Sarah White on her. Sarah White does a nice job getting it up and over and in for a bucket.
Three-pointer off the rim, but rebounded by White. Got away with one there. Cataldo makes the rebound. Juliana Cataldo, she's got a three. Off the rim, no good. Runs it down. Tries to save it, can't do it. Here comes Northern. Long three-pointer off the rim again, but White with the rebound. Adair. Three-pointer. And Rutledge.
Another thing to monitor right there as the night goes on. Port Huron Northern, obviously there's a coaching change and historically, but they have never relented and gone back on defense. They will challenge and trap every time there's a rebound. So if you're looking for an easy outlet, this is not the team for you. Now, if you're aware and you've got some good guards, you can take advantage and run on them a little bit, but boy, they're good at getting out and making sure that outlet pass is contested.
All right, Adair. Nice move inside and score that time. Coppinger. Rutledge brings it up. Cataldo again. Osco over to Rutledge. Shot outside, no good. Rebounded by Green, but off the leg of Keys. And here comes Shagney. Down deep, and it scores. Coppinger again, running the floor, and gets to the rack. 13-7, Port Huron Northern with the lead.
Some size on display in transition for Northern. We're able to dump the ball over top of all the defenders and get a layup.
Cataldo hits it. Coppinger gave her just a bit, and she got it. And again, Coppinger beats the people down court. And
I think right now, a lot of frustration in the early buckets. Early on, it wasn't such an issue, but as we've kind of gone on here in the last 2 minutes, St. Clair's given up some easy buckets to Coppinger in transition. Quick timeout by Coach Boulard. They got to fix that, or it's going to be a long night.
Easy buckets off transition is the way Northern has been scoring so far. 15-9. Positive things, though, for the Saints. Nice shot by Jansen. Cataldo with the jumper. For St. Clair, number 23 is Annalise LaMontagne. She's going to give Savannah Green a rest. Saints need to develop particularly some depth underneath the basket. Osco, LaMontagne will be important this year. Rutledge up front. Jansen again, three-pointer. Yes, Mia Jansen. Here comes Northern again. Nice move. That was Ramsey, left-handed to the basket. Olivia Ramsey. That's a good move there that time. And that secondary break is hurting St. Clair. Steal by Ramsey and taken away by Cataldo. Cross court, Jansen. Back out, Rutledge. Cataldo. Nice pass.
Saints doing a real nice job right now on the offensive end. The issue is score or no score. They got to get back.
Cataldo, three-pointer, no good. Rebound again. Saints hitting the boards. That's going to be a jump ball. Saints possession.
Better job on the offensive glass by St. Clair. They got to get some extra possessions of their own to match up with how many Northern's gotten.
Rutledge down deep. Osco. Toes. Nice pass. And in. Annalise LaMontagne. Great pass by Delano Osco. And cuts it to three. Deep. Cobbinger, left-handed. And it's going to be a foul that time on Jansen. She's given up about 4 inches to Cobbinger there, and that's tough duty.
Yeah, if you're giving up that much size and you're 2 feet away from the bucket, you better be doing a great job sealing on the backside rebound. And right now, it's not just Mia. Anybody on the backside of the defense is having a hard time getting a good block out and gaining position for a rebound.
Allison Champion and Kara Donaldson in for the Saints. Saints look into a zone look here in the middle, wide open. Rebounded by Rutledge. 10 seconds here. Look for Saints to get the last shot. Osco. Jumper. Off the rim, no good. And again, Saints fighting for the basketball on the floor. You got to love that. But a very, very interesting and actually quite well played first quarter.
Yeah, outside of the first couple of minutes where without those first couple of minutes, we'd be in the 20s for each team right now as they fumbled around and kicked the ball away.
All right, let's go for a quick commercial break and we bring right back with the second quarter.
St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week in the Riverview Plaza. Everything you need in hardware, from wiring, paint, tools, outdoor equipment, and even picnic and camping items. Check the specials on Valspar Paint and the Ace Hardware specials. St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware also has a complete gift department with candles, outdoor furniture, grills, and much, much more. St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. North Star Bank is a true community bank whose loan approvals are made locally by bankers who live in our community, understanding your needs, and will meet face-to-face to discuss what's important to you. From opening accounts to recommending products and services, North Star Bank looks forward to sitting down with you and building a strong relationship to reach your financial goals. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Loans are subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, and member of FDIC.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter. Port Huron Northern up 17-14. They'll have the ball first. Saints come back. Green, Bohm, Rutledge, Donaldson.
Looks like Green and Champion on the floor.
And Champion, yep. Double dribble that time, I think, by Ramsey. Good defense by the Saints. Donaldson will bring it in. Gets it to Rutledge.
Neither team applying much pressure on dead balls in the front court, letting people bring it up. Forcing some patience on this end.
Ramsey.
Turnovers becoming an issue for the Saints, however.
Another good left. She's overplaying that pass back to the middle, and Saints going to have to run something different because she's right on top of that.
Yeah, it's anticipated. You got to get a back cut there. Easy for me to say sitting up here.
Green with a shot. Good effort by Champion, but out of bounds. Cataldo will come in. She's going to replace Champion.
Juliana Cataldo.
Coach Buehler kind of mixing in some of these sophomores and juniors and giving a chance. Down deep, Coppinger. And that was easy. Sydney Coppinger's pretty good player, looks like.
10 points already of their 21, and she's been a featured player. They're going to that well often, and you can't blame them.
Rutledge spins. Green. Donaldson. Down deep and intercepted by Ramsey. Ramsey up quickly. White fouled by Donaldson, but that's a good foul. She got back and prevented the layup.
Yeah, you know, if Kara's going to be off the bench, you got to get in there and get your licks in sometimes, and you can't take them with you. That being said, it's another time where the ball beats all
Most
the
of
St.
the
Clair
Saints.
defenders down the floor, and we're in a position to have to foul. Good foul for the situation, but got to find a way to address the transition buckets.
Sarah White, perfect foul shot. Jansen will come in, give Alexa Rutledge her first rest of the evening. As always, Alexa very steady on the court. Good defense, good ball handling. White drops it in for the shot. Mia will play point guard.
Quite a bit of experience on this Saints team. Probably haven't played a team of this caliber yet with this group, so getting some good minutes here, even for the seniors.
Boom! Boy, that was a nice looking shot there. Quick spin to the right and elevated and just went over the top people. Down again, Coppinger. And that's really going to make coaches unhappy. That's about 5 times she's beaten the person who's guarding her down 4, and you just can't do it.
She's got a good knack for finding a running lane, and her teammates know to look for her. But she's uncontested, so she's able to make layups. She's going to get a lot of points. She's got 12 already.
Cataldo knocked away by Adair. Northern extended their lead, 25-16. Cross court, Cataldo. Shuffled a little bit. It's tough. You get in there and there's 2 6'2" girls and there's no place to shoot.
There's not a lot of length, and some of the strength that we have is the ability to drive and dish, but when Alexa and Juliana Cataldo are getting into the paint, they can't see over the trees.
Right.
To find those, to find Mia on the perimeter open is difficult, not because she's not open, it's just tough to see and throw.
White.
And White.
Out front,
White
Shagney.
is more than 6'2". She's tall. Holy moly.
And Coppinger and Shagney are both good size as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a team with good length. Cataldo, and she got picked, or got hit, I should say, and that'll be a foul on Shagney. Saints could go to the line. Juliana Cataldo.
Husky foul, number 32, Shagney, her first.
And the other thing here, being honest, it's first game of the season. Conditioning is going to play a part as well. I mean, nothing prepares you for actually having to run hard up and down court until you get in the game.
No, and there's something to be said for the idea that it's your first game. You always notice the kids come out that play in the first game in the first 3 or 4 minutes look incredibly gassed in the first game. They got no saliva in their mouths, and it takes a lot to get up for that first bit of adrenaline. So yeah, you'll see that, and that plays into our favor a little bit. We got a few more girls. I see Port Huron Northern only has 9, but don't get me wrong, it looks like the right 9. So.
Yep. Yeah. 2 out of 3 for Cataldo. Cuts the lead to 7, but here comes Northern quickly. Out front, Adair. 3-pointer, perfect. And they make you pay. They're trying to help out down underneath, and that second 3-pointer for Madison Adair, and that's a good team.
Oh, no doubt about it. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're trying to get. St. Clair doing a nice job. I don't think they look like they're pressing. As I say that, we have a turnover, but right now they're struggling to deal with the size and really, to some degree, the experience of the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Nice job rotating by the Saints, but this is what you give up when you have to rotate.
Good rebounded by Cataldo. Over to Mia Jansen. Cataldo up front. Jansen, 3-pointer. Back rim, good shot though. Boom, with a good rebound.
It's a tough call there. I thought Bohm did a nice job of ripping the ball through, keeping a pivot foot and getting rid of it. The official saw otherwise. But another feather in the cap of Christina Bohm here is she has been pretty impressive in her minutes thus far.
But blocked. Bohm.
Sarah White.
Coach Boulard urging her to finish that play. I think she had an opportunity to take that and kept her hand straight up. Point well taken, Christina. You can grab that one.
Deep again. White with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Bohm. And that's going to be a foul, I think, on, oh man.
Nothing more frustrating.
To get a rebound and then just to...
and feel like you're being mugged and then continuously call a jump ball.
Saints going to have to do something backdoor because they're just contesting every single pass.
Coming out and playing the passing lanes, there's some things you can do to adjust to that, but it's easy for a coach to draw and difficult for his players to see when there's that much pressure.
Cataldo down deep. Green can't get it. And rebounded by Shagney. Up ahead. Adair down deep. White. Rebounded by White and Green. And it'll be Northern ball this time.
White doing a nice job. Missed the little baby hook, but right back on it. Back to the glass.
Knocked away by and controlled by Jansen. Saints down 10, need a basket. Rutledge. Open three. Yes, Sarah. Sarah.
I'm a serve. We'll take it.
Alexa Rutledge with her first. Shagney. Easy one.
Love the initial aggression by Alexa Rutledge. First glance, I just liked that she was willing to go and take that three-pointer. I think we've seen over the years, sometimes she's a little bit passive in that spot, and there are no more years, so she's got to shoot that.
And Mia Jansen, nice mid-range move there. She faked the three and got open for a 12-footer. This game's been played at a very, very high pace and very well again. Down deep, kicked away by Rutledge. That was 24 Zoe Klink for Northern. Ramsey comes in. Coppinger comes in, gives White, and they don't lose any height there.
Absolutely not. Let's bring in some more 6-footers.
And the Saints are not a short girls basketball team. This Northern team, though, is the next level of size.
No, I think in terms of how the Saints stack up, Alexa Rutledge and Juliana Cataldo I would call average size guards. Mia Jansen is a pretty lengthy guard, and with Savannah Green and Christina Bohm being near 6 foot, that's a pretty good squad right there. And there's a significant amount of height disadvantage in this game. Saints doing a great job of battling it.
Wow, that's a great rebound that time by Bohm. Using her length in her arms, reached right over the top of the Northern girl, controlled the rebound and put up a pretty good return.
Her first, team second.
It's got a little carryover there from some of the moves that you frequently see on the volleyball court. I've seen some really good in her own law of verticality space, not climbing over the net, so to speak. There you see it over another player to draw a foul and then goes right back up. Gets herself on the foul line, makes the first.
Second shot for Bohm. Up and good, 2 for 2. But here comes Northern. Number 10 is Camille Keys. Quickly over to Ramsey. Drives again, left-handed. And she can go to her left, folks.
Yeah, just kind of a less than stellar job of gapping up there by the Saints. Leads to another easy bucket. Haven't turned them into perimeter shooters really at all. Adair's hit a couple, but those were inside-out looks.
Shot off the rim, no good by Rutledge. Shagney with the rebound. Cross court, Keys, three-pointer. Rim no good, rebounded by Bohm. Quickly to Rutledge, and here come the Saints. Under 2, 32-25, down deep. Tough pass, always hard to pass the post from the top of the key. No angle.
Just a tad rushed, playing a little fast there. leads to another turnover. Seen that a few times. I think it's really cleaned up here in the last quarter and a half.
Blaine Osco comes in, give Green a rest. Shagney back to the top of the key, looks for a back door, not given up by Cataldo. Long three-pointer. Wow. That's 3-4 feet beyond the line by Ramsey. And she's played, another one that's played very well and back out to 10 points. 5 quick points for Ramsey. Oops, back door was tried, but Ramsey saw it and intercepted it. She goes to the hoop, can't get it. Rebounded by Bohm. And here comes Cataldo. Jansen. Bohm. Back rim, no good. Wide open shot though, good shot. And here comes Northern. Ramsey. Open again. Wow. Boy, she's on fire. She's had a great first half.
She just turned it on here of late, has really spread this one out a little bit, made it a 13-point game. I think we were just staring at about a 7-point game.
She's had 8 points in a row. That's a travel. Indecision with the ball there, and cost us.
You know, it's interesting when we've watched Christina Bohm play here, and I primarily been very impressed that she missed one shot and it had a little bit of body language coming back like she was disappointed, you know, and that's one of those hurdles to climb. Well, you're not going to make every shot,
right.
So you just can't. But sometimes the expectation is there for kids, and it's hard to get over it and move on to that next play. So that'll be part of her learning here.
Now that backdoor worked, but no, they just let her by too much, and it'll be St. Clair basketball. That play's been in basketball since about James Naismith.
No doubt about it. We used to reference it as the Albion backdoor play in high school, and every team runs some variation of it. And it's really hard to prepare for from the standpoint of a lot of times it goes against your fundamental defensive principles, and you end up leaving it open.
Osco rebounds, gets it to Champion, back out. Under 15 seconds now. Going to foul on Shagney. Nobody's in foul trouble yet, so St. Clair ball on the side, 14 seconds left. 38-25, I said Ramsey with 8 points in a row has really lengthened this out on her own.
Saints would be in good spot if they can find a way to burn some clock here, get a bucket, and head into the half, try to make an adjustment.
Down deep, boom, turn around, and gets it. As you said, 5 seconds left, here comes Ramsey. Tried to control, maybe the first mistake she's made all first half, but with 1 second left, Saints trail 38-27. Ramsey to Rutledge, tries to get it off, nothing there, but a very well played first half, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. I came away impressed. Both squads, I think Northern is as good as advertised. St. Clair's got some adjustments to make based on how good Northern was. But I think you got plenty of positive things to take into the locker room if you're Coach Boulard, and honestly, some of the things that aren't going so well, one of them I'm not sure he can fix at half, which is you got to get taller really fast. The other one, though, which is highly fixable, is those early transition buckets and getting beat over the top. You could designate Mia Jansen to go back, not have her crash the glass, some simple things that I'm sure will be addressed. But overall, 11-point deficit isn't really that bad if we just don't have that Ramsey girl running havoc for a couple of minutes.
All right, Saints trail 38-27. We'll be back in just a minute to bring you the second half.
Neiman's Family Market. Experience the Neiman's family difference. Fresh fruits and vegetables, where Michigan-grown products are featured daily. Local is more than what Neiman's sells. It's who they are. From Grandpa John's quality meats since 1952, featuring a complete meat and deli department, to Grandma Sophie's Bakery, to the Corner Cafe, even a complete pharmacy to serve you. That's what Neiman's Family Market is. Experience the Neiman family difference.
Welcome back, everyone. The start of the second half. Saints against Port Huron Northern. Northern leads 38-27, and Brad, some very impressive offensive totals.
Yeah, when you're looking at a score that projects to be 70-something to 60-something, you're having a pretty good night on the offensive end. Some of that came a little bit too easy, I think. Most coaches would tell you in transition. The Saints had to grind out some of their points a little bit more. Did a nice job from the foul line, or the three-point line and the foul line, really. Christina Bohm had an impressive first half, kind of her coming out party a little bit. And, the adjustment's got to be how to slow Northern in transition a little bit and hopefully not give up so many second chance opportunities with all their length and their height.
And Olivia Ramsey was really a difference maker for Northern there at the end of the first half. She was flat out awesome.
Well, she went on like an 8-0 run to close, well,
Herself.
to herself within the end of that second quarter. It was kind of the Sydney Coppinger show for the first part, the first quarter. And then once that adjustment was made, Olivia Ramsey became aggressive, took advantage of some not so great gaps, but she hit a 23-footer, and she did some really good things that just are on talent alone. Got to find a way to slow her.
All right, Saints have the ball first, tipped away by White. Carry the ball going down court, though. She used her length, but she's not comfortable dribbling the full length of the court. But, boy, her arms, it's hard to find passing angles.
Yeah, and they kind of looked like they were in a quick zone look there. White stepped in front, took something away. She's got a lot of length. She just seems like she's got a raw talent level about her. She is a senior, but...
Bohm backing in. Takes a jumper, can't get it. Shagney with a rebound. Up ahead, White. Nice take, can't score. Rebounded by Coppinger. And Saints just giving up 3-4 inches, and the ball comes off the rim like that. There's not a lot you can do.
And a lot of the transition that we've talked about, or I've mentioned, a lot of the problem, honestly, is just the ability of the Huskies to throw it over the top and keep the ball above the heads of our girls right now. And it's not really a lack of effort, just a lack of size. They make it a point to get out and run, though. They don't hesitate. Take it right at you.
White to Ramsey. Hey there, three-pointer. That one's short. Rebound. Jump ball is going to be Northern basketball. That probably is the hardest ball to rebound, even if you got position when the ball just glances the rim and you're just not ready for it.
No, that's a low percentage bounce there. You don't really prepare for that one as much as you do all the others.
Coppinger goes right at Saints, but blocked that time by Savannah Green. She stood her ground nicely.
Excellent job not coming down with the arms.
Cross court, Cataldo, nice fake, runner, can't get it. Rebounded by Ramsey. And again, numbers by Northern. Ramsey, nice pass. And White scores. And quick start for Northern. And the Saints that time, you could see it. There were 3 girls around the girl that had a rebound. She outletted it quickly, and automatic numbers down court.
Yeah, nice job of the Huskies going kind of back to what they do well, getting out and running, using their size to create transition. A quick timeout by Coach Boulard, even though it's a 4-0 run to start the half. It has a little bit of a different feel. And you see them go into the 40s, and you're stuck at no points. It's just a different look. So try to go back and see if you can come up with something to slow them down a little bit, because what they want to do is get out and run and share the ball, and they're good at it.
All right, Saints will have the basketball down 15. No fouls yet this quarter. No one's really in foul trouble. There weren't a lot of fouls called. It was a kind of a back and forth basketball game, not really heavily physical underneath the basket. And the result is not about a lot of people in foul trouble.
Yeah, this is an important stretch here for the Saints. They're down 15 right now. Got to try and at least get it under 10 when this quarter's over to give yourself a shot. It's going to start with taking care of the basketball, getting some good looks. You got to string some stops together down at the other end. We haven't been able to do that.
It really does come down to defense. Just Northern scoring on way too high a percentage of plays. Nice tick away by Shagney, down deep, trying to hit Mia Jansen cross court. That one low percentage. Quickly come the Huskies down deep. Coppinger takes it hard to the hoop. Can't get it. Rebounded by Coppinger again. Can't get that one. Rebounded by Ramsey and Bohm. That was off Bohm's fingertips. And right now, Northern's able to get in that lane, just establish position. And the Saints have to do a better job of hedging that and not allowing them to pass directly in like that.
Yeah, the defenders on the ball can help out with that a little bit, being a little more disruptive, not giving away such easy passing lanes. That's about the only place outside of White where we don't give up a ton of size. So if you can get in Ramsey and Adair's face a little bit and not let them enter, that might help slow him a little bit, because that's a tall order for Savannah Green and Christina Bohm on the interior.
Right, that's the rule. You can't pass over someone who's much taller than you. You want to bounce past that. Saints with a turnover. Good hustle that time by Mia Jansen. She got back down court, knocked away the pass. Madison Adair.
Far be it from me to discredit the level of competition that the Saints had become accustomed to. You see some of the passes that they're trying to make over the top and things that I think typically work. When you're playing a team of this level and with this type of size, you're learning a little bit about the speed of the game and the way things go. I think we're seeing that a little bit now, even with some of St. Clair's experienced players. We've seen Cataldo turn it over a couple times, Rutledge turn it over on passes I think they normally get. And,
right.
They got to adjust here. It's a good time to do what you do, but learn how to do it against really
down
good
deep. Cataldo, high off the board, can't get it. Rebounded by Ramsey. And here's what it is: the Saints are being beat down court again. Knocked away nicely by Jansen. Adair, White, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Green. Gets it to Jansen. And a push from behind, and that's kind of a touch foul. Usually that's a play on, but maybe the ref needed a little rest.
Mia kind of stops traffic there and lets the girl bump into her and draws the foul call. A little break in the action, get some subs in, nothing hurt there. There's really been, knock on wood, limited foul issues in this game. They haven't put the officials in a difficult spot in terms of hacking everybody or hand check issues, so it's kind of nice. We're seeing a pretty clean game.
Nice catch by Shagney in the corner. Coppinger, other Shagney. Camille Keys back out to Adair, reset. Knocked away by Bohm, and she's got those arms that just extend.
She gets up quick, does a really good job of using her athleticism. Unfortunately, as like right now, she has pretty good position, but she's on a player that when she turns around, she can't just shoot over.
Right. Jansen, quick move, gets to the hoop, calls the foul. Let me talk about that for a second. Saints moved up last year. Great season for Coach Boulard. Won the silver, 10-0 in the silver, 18-3 overall. Moving up to the gold, which is going to be Marysville, Marine City. Good teams. Lakeshore, Centerline, Lance Cruz, but probably not a lot of teams like Northern.
No, and we talked about this a little bit on the outside of the game. It's tough sometimes. Nice shot.
Great shot by Jansen.
It's tough sometimes to teach your players the perspective. I don't know how often they follow the league and the alignment and what the level of competition is. All they know is they're champions and they won last year. So the expectation coming in is they continue to do that. They got to have that perspective, and it's important to know, like, they're playing against a MAC Red team, which is the top of the top, widely regarded as a team that's competing for that title. This is a huge test for St. Clair, and I think they're honestly showing pretty well. Right?
Yeah. Sarah White, good follow-up that time. Cataldo thinking about the three-pointer. Up front, Jansen. Me all the way to the hoop. Blocked by Shagney from behind. I think good move by Shagney to the hoop.
Important to note as the Saints do move up into the next level and back into the MAC Gold, you get some natural rivalries back with Marine City and that being a league game, Marysville and that being a league game. But the competition is going to get a lot tougher now. The bottom half of that MAC Silver, there's some nights where some kids get a lot of playing time.
Foul that time by Cataldo. Again, good fast break by Northern, and give some credit to number 20, Madison Adair. She's done a nice job both running the break as well as hitting that outside shot when it comes back to her.
Yeah, she does a good job getting the ball ahead. And when it has gone in the interior and the Saints adjust. So if the Saints bring back several girls in transition and end up in the paint, what happens happens then is there's a lot of people to kick the ball out to. When Adair has been one of them, she's made the Saints pay, obviously along with Olivia Ramsey.
All right, Kara Donaldson in, and number 14 is Alexis Joshua. Quick movement around the perimeter. In and out that time by Shagney. And Donaldson will bring it up court.
Delana Osco snuck her way into the game also.
I don't think the the lead ref saw it, so the trail ref, as should happen, made the call, and it was a carry.
It was the right call. Coach Landshut for the Huskies a little bit frustrated at which official made it. Their job is to get it right, though, and I think he did.
I think just what happened, the guy turned to run just as the violation occurred.
And the trail official's already facing forward. He saw it. Made the call correct.
Cataldo. Quickly out, Joshua. Donaldson. Down deep, good pass to Osco, and converts. Well done. But here comes Keys, and Northern just does not give you a break.
They get the ball inbounds immediately. That thing is back over half court on the other end in under 2 seconds, and you got to be ready to play.
That one's going to be on the floor, out front, on Osco. Number 21, that's Allie Shagney. Took it hard to the basket. 46-31. Minute 35 here, third quarter. Watching St. Clair Saints girls basketball on CTV Community Television. Wide open is Klink, short. Good box out by Kara Donaldson. Good fundamental play that time by Kara. Joshua tries to go to the hoop, can't get it. Keys knocked away by Donaldson. Gets it up, can't score. Delana Osco with a follow-up, and she scores and gets fouled, I should say.
2 consecutive plays in a row. Kara Donaldson doing a great job coming off the bench, gets a nice block out, starts a possession, and then extends this possession. Ultimately responsible for Delana being at the foul line. She tapped that one away and got a shot up here.
And as we mentioned quite a bit with the boys football team in the fall, Kara's another one of the 3-sport athletes. She runs cross country, she's a goalie for the soccer team, and plays basketball. So she's a kid who's done a lot of sports and knows how to contribute.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Several multi-sport athletes on the floor for the Saints tonight. You want to promote that as much as you can. It's becoming more rare, and we're seeing some. I honestly see some carryover in some of their games and some of the things that you can bring skills-wise to the basketball court.
Fouled by Donaldson that time. No communication on defense.
Second foul, number 42, Kara Donaldson. Her second, James third.
And as always, communication is very important in defense and anything, but particularly in basketball defense, because it doesn't take much to lose a player.
Now one cutaway, and depending on what the team has decided they're doing at the time, whether they're switching on those cuts or fighting through some of the screens, going underneath them. One person does the wrong thing and somebody ends up on the foul line. You don't communicate, things like that happen.
Cobbinger made 2, 48-32. Nice pass down Osco, again to the hoop. Boom. And knocked out by Northern.
Nice hands there by Osco. I think if she would have been able to get that on her front hand, she probably would have scored it, but reaches back against her momentum and makes a nice catch.
That'll stay, I'm sorry, it'll be Port Huron Northern basketball. Good jumper for Bohm. As you say, there's some positive things here tonight, especially offensively. Keys to Shagney, knocked away by Osco, but she gets the foul. And that's all right. It's okay to put a little bit of physicality into this game and make them think about you a little bit.
Tried to step up, take the high post away. The Saints are in a 2-3 zone now. Throwing something different at them to see if you can slow them a little bit.
Keys was open on the cut. And Saints picked up another foul. That's going to be a two-shot foul.
14, Alexis Joshua, her first.
That's Joshua's first. Camille Keys is another one of the sophomores for Northern. First shot's up, off the rim, no good.
Alexis Joshua, sophomore, I believe, for the Saints in the game.
Annalise Lamontagne.
Lamontagne returns for the Saints, gives Christina Bohm a rest, and Champion also comes in for Cataldo. And Coach Boulard, as he typically does, goes pretty deep on the bench, and obviously first game of the year, almost certainly wants to have a lot of people get a chance to play tonight, get a feel for the game.
Got a quality opponent on the floor. You want to get your girls some experience. It doesn't matter who Northern throws in the game. They're throwing in a really nice player out of those 9 kids. Some understanding here for Coach Boulard that you got a long season with a good basketball team and try to get them prepared as best you can. Use this night to your advantage.
Shagney down deep. Cobbinger can't get that one. Knocked away and controlled by Donaldson in the corner. 10 seconds, third quarter. Joshua, 6 seconds. Champion to Osco. Joshua, and just not out of way, not gotten away there by Donaldson. After 3, the Saints trail, 49-32. We'll be back in just a moment with the fourth quarter.
Come to the Murphy Inn and enjoy the pub atmosphere or the dining room, which both offer a diner's menu. Murphy Inn offerings include the best pizza, burgers, ribs, steak, and fish around. Plus, there are great daily specials such as Ebba's pasta, chicken, or fish and chips. Karaoke is every Wednesday and Saturday from 8 p.m. until midnight. Murphy Inn hosts live entertainment each Thursday and Friday from 8 until midnight. The Bernhuber family appreciates the opportunity to serve you at the Murphy Inn.
Welcome back, everyone. John Carter along with Brad Robbins. Northern leads 49-32 at the end of 3 quarters. Saints will start out the fourth. Carol Donaldson, Alexis Joshua. Number 12 is Allison Champion, Delana Osco, and Annalise Lamontagne. Foul that time on Olivia Ramsey.
Olivia Ramsey, her first, team fourth.
Osco will bring it in for the St. Clair. Quickly outside, Lamontagne. Joshua open, 3-pointer no good. On the floor, jump ball. And it'll be blue basketball. Certainly, kids aren't afraid to get on the floor tonight, and that's another good sign. You want to have that with your players.
Oh, good aggression. I don't think that's going to be an issue for either team moving forward. Really a nice job. The Saints have kind of gone to some of the reserves here and getting them some quality minutes. We mentioned before the quarter ended that Northern doesn't really have that luxury. I think that's something that Coach Boulard is in a good position to build some depth here tonight to give some kids. And when they've come into the game, I have to tell you, you don't see, there's certainly a drop-off, obviously, but you don't see like a huge lapse, and you can certainly see how there's potential where, given some specialty, there's some kids that can contribute in certain ways. Cara Donaldson blocked out, did a real nice job. She's going to be a person that can contribute some hustle. I'm watching Alexis Joshua here. I'm thinking she could lock down somebody on defense if you needed her to and spot that, but I don't know that you're going to ask her to bring the ball consistently yet. So.
And I think Delana Osco's done some nice things tonight. And this group, they're trying to really jump and trap, and they're trying to utilize their athleticism. Coppinger, wide open middle of the court, can't get it. Rebound by Annalise Lamontagne, and she was pushed from behind by Northern.
The pace of the scoring has slowed a little bit, which it's now kind of back to what I would consider your normal varsity girls basketball pace game. Earlier on, it was pretty quick.
That's going to be a illegal pick that time by Lamontagne. She moved into that.
Number 23, Annalise Lamontagne.
That's
I can tell you if you're giving Annalise feedback on that, I think you'd rather reel kids in than have to teach them how to go make contact on a screen, so a little easier to clean up.
nice play by Joshua that time. Goes hard to the basket, but took the extra step.
Cleared the lane with the left hand, held the ball on her right hip, plenty strong, but that one was pretty obvious, and most officials are going to take their delight in making that call, and it's going the other way.
All right, so this is kind of a 2-3 look, but the idea is they're looking to trap out front. Watch Donaldson. A little bit of a weave action by Northern. Down deep, Cobbinger. Nice shot. And she's a good player. She's long, she's strong. She knows how to score underneath the basket. She's got that left hand, and
she's quietly working toward 20 points tonight, and definitely made an impact on this basketball game with her size. And she's pretty skilled, you can tell.
Bank shot from Champion off the hustle play by LaMontagne. Up again. White. Shagney. Three-pointer. High off the rim, no good. Rebounded by White. Ramsey way outside. Got it. A lot of very impressive players from Northern. That brings it out to a 20-point lead. LaMontagne can't handle it at the top of the key. Adair, nope. Knocked away by Donaldson.
Both teams now looking to, with the score being what it is, looking to develop and run some of the stuff maybe they haven't run as much at practice. If you're Northern, get some kids some quality playing time. If you're St. Clair, you always want to preserve all the non-negotiables within your program in this time too, and the expectations that you have at the defensive end and on the glass. When you see a deficit like this, you're guarding as a coach against anybody feeling like they can relax on both ends of it. And you often see that. It's kind of a natural thing, but you want your kids to keep their head on a swivel and work hard at all times.
Going to be a block that time on St. Clair. Cobbinger going to the hoop.
St. Clair foul number 20.
And one of the things that are I think all the times underrated is she has very good hands. She catches the ball well. She doesn't fumble it. And when she makes a decisive move to the hoop, it's one hard dribble and then up. And that's it's a nice trait to have.
Well, across the board, we've mentioned the size several times, but you're right. If Northern wants to be a team that's going to run up and down the floor and use their size to their advantage, their hands have to allow them to do that, and they've done a great job of keeping the ball high and using their hands effectively. You know, they can catch, and when you can catch, and they've done a better job than the Saints have, as most of our passes, just like that one, have been deflected in some way, just more difficult to handle. Northern's done a great job on the interior, and then when they've had opportunities on the exterior to shoot, Ramsey and Adair have made the Saints pay, done a great job, and that's why we're sitting at a 21-point deficit with 4:54 left.
All right, Saints being back their starters here. 4 minutes plus remaining in the fourth quarter. Keys, guarded by Cataldo. Nice play. Jansen saw that back cut that time. Mia came over, intercepted the ball.
Mia left her man, knew where that was going. She'd seen it. That was the third time, so good adjustment made. Nice play in transition there.
Rebounded by Cataldo. Up ahead, Rutledge. Saints have some numbers. Green. Nice catch by Bohm. Cataldo, three-pointer. Yes. Juliana knocks it down. Again, Mia had a hand on that. Adair, three-pointer. Boy, they've shot over 50%, I think, for three-point. That's really good shooting, and I don't care if there's no one guarding you. That's good shooting.
Yep, there's something to be said for that. If you're facing a team that shoots really well and you're getting them to shoot from the perimeter, they're probably going to beat you anyway. But that coupled with all the interior play early on, it's just been difficult to overcome. I really score, regardless of the score, I feel like the Saints have plenty to build on here, played pretty well. And they're getting a rude awakening about what some teams are capable of right now, and something that they can remember because it'll be significant.
Yeah, but I don't think Northern's going to shoot 60% from 3.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with that. They've done an excellent job, and there they just fired in another.
Nice pass. In and out by Green. Ahead, Coppinger, and scores.
But that piece right there is something that they can build on, and it'll be interesting as we follow girls basketball in the area. Really, this is a premier game for the Blue Water area. I saw plenty of coaches coming in with their cameras, notepads to watch. Holiday tournaments coming up. People are going to see Northern, to see St. Clair. They want to know what they're all about. And honestly, if I'm leaving this gym and I'm scheduled to coach against either one of them, I got some concerns about the talent level and what they're able to do to you. Unless I have 7 6'2" girls, and then I'm going to feel good about it. But even St. Clair's size can be a chore on most nights for people.
Good play by Jansen again. Green, Lexa, boom.
Good ball.
Up from ball movement that time, and right ahead, Coppinger. That was just a good rebound, and she's strong.
She wins the rebound. 3 players fall on the floor on that end. And now we just have a rolling substitution for timeout call.
30-second timeout.
It's just a matter of getting some kids some minutes here for Coach Landshut on the Northern bench.
Sarah Laura will come in for the first time, sophomore, for St. Clair. 65-39, and as you say, a lot to build on. Saints go to Anchor Bay, another big Class A school to play on Friday. Be an interesting game down there as well.
Yeah, a little different atmosphere in that gym. You got people sitting underneath the rim on you. And yeah, like you said, and Anchor Bay is one of those schools historically that's been difficult to gauge. You see, sometimes you see some high turnover in who's there and who's not based on some military placements and some kids that live in that area. The parents are in the service, but they're always able to find some talent in that big school, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of athletes they put forward.
Jagney with a good play, good step through that time.
Kept the right foot planted, brought the left one across, real smooth.
Champion goes hard to her right, but nowhere to go. Up ahead to Keys, can't quite control that.
Northern has just been so consistent across the board in some of the things that they automatically do. Trapping in the corner, trapping off of the, anytime the Saints have gotten a rebound, trapping the outlet, and looking up immediately. They release the girls so fast, and they're always down there. It's difficult to track them. And then getting in passing lanes. Even for our experienced guards, we struggle with that a little bit tonight on the offensive end, turning the ball over. It's really hard to defend 1-on-0, and the Huskies have created that quite a few times tonight.
Carol Donaldson will bring it in, and for this group in particular, the intensity and the I'm going to say basics that Northern plays defensively, this group struggled being able to complete their passes. Donaldson, LaMontagne, Donaldson to Joshua, three-pointer, back rim, no good, rebounded by Northern and up again. Knocked away by Joshua. And foul called that time on St. Clair. Be a 2-shot foul for Northern.
St. Clair foul number 14.
There I think you got to see a glimpse, maybe not the shot, but what Alexis Joshua can provide. I think her ability to step in front and poke the ball away, and then her ability to get on the floor and get up really fast. You see some athleticism there. It's got you excited, gives you an indication of what she's able to bring to the table. I think the kids that you're seeing in now, those little pieces of things that they can bring for you outside of that experienced senior group. Clair Donaldson provides a lot of leadership on the floor right now.
Second shot's up and good for Klink. 33 seconds left. Lohr. Top of the key, Donaldson. Drives hard to the basket, and it's going to pick up the foul.
I also have to say, we were here last year and had plenty of opportunities to be on the other end of a 30-point basketball game. And John, I am having the same difficulty in finding things to talk about in a 30-point game when we're on the other end of it. Because last year, I know we looked at each other like, well, it's still a 30-point game.
Now what?
and it's nice once in a while to be on the other end of that. But those competitive games give us a little more to discuss. Hopefully in this follow-up game here that the boys have as we welcome in Marysville, we'll have a little more of a competitive ending in fourth quarter.
Well, certainly as we continue on this year with, as you mentioned, Marysville and Marine City, I would expect we're going to see some pretty good basketball games. They've been very good program-wise the last couple of years. Long shot for Joshua just off the rim. And after a hard-fought game, Northern, I think, quality of the team pulled away, and they've come away with a 69-40 victory. And Brad, on the whole, I think this was about what it should have been.
Yeah, I think the result speaks to the level of where these two teams are at right now. Some really good talent for the Huskies. The Saints played tough, scrappy. I think their identity showed through in that first half, but you just kind of run out of gas when you're playing a team that's a little bit better than you. And good learning opportunity for the Saints. They got to keep that perspective that that's exactly what this was, and all their goals are in front of them. And those competitive games in the gold, they're coming.
Yes.
They're not going to see Northern. That might be the best team that they see all year, barring some long playoff run. So an excellent job. They just got to go back to work, and Anchor Bay's next.
All right, well, we'll come back here in just a minute with the varsity boys game between Marysville and St. Clair, and we'll see you then.
This CTV sports presentation has been brought to you by St. Clair Chevy, Buick GMC, We Care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV Community TV in Marine City and St. Clair.